Today, we'll be looking at HyperX's new Alloy Origins gaming keyboard. Hello and welcome to First Look. I'm Young John, and today what we have for you is HyperX's new Alloy Origins gaming keyboard. What sets this one apart from other keyboards is that they now manufacture their own switches underneath the keycaps. But first, let's open it up and see what you get. So this is exciting. Alloy Origins, compatible with PC, PS4, and Xbox One. It's got the English layout here, and it comes with the HyperX red linear switch. On the bottom is their sponsorship information of the esports teams. On the other side, it gives you the system requirements, and this works with Windows 10, and you need an internet connection to download the software. And this is the back of the box detailing the cable you get, what it's made of, which is full aircraft grade aluminum body, the type of switches they have, and the 3 different angles that you can set your keyboard. I'm gonna take our knife and break the sticker seal. Inside, we have the keyboard. You can lift out here. You have some paperwork. And in the box, you have additional instructions on where you can get your software, HyperX Gaming Ngenuity, and you get your cable. That's what's in the box. You get your keyboard, you get your cable, and you get your paperwork. So this is really nice. The first card is your welcome card. Congratulations on joining the HyperX family. The second card is a support card. It basically tells you where you can grab support here. And the third is a quick start guide. It shows you the layout of the keyboard and the different sections. So F1, 2, 3 is onboard memory profiles. The B is media keys up there. C is your volume control. Your D is a game mode key. E is game mode caps lock indicators. And F is the LED brightness, up and down. Opening up the quick start guide, we are told how you can install your cable, how you can adjust the feet, and the function keys, so we might have to come back to this if we get stuck. The keyboard comes wrapped in plastic. Let's pull this out. There we are. It's like metal. The first thing I'm noticing is the smell. It smells so new. I don't know if it's the metal or the plastic, but it smells nice. I like that smell. It's like a new car smell, you know? You open it up and you're just like, I know that nobody's used this. Now, the second thing I'm noticing is the make of it. This is aircraft grade aluminum. You can't really explain it without feeling it or touching it. This is solid, okay? This feels like you can smash it on the ground and nothing will happen. This is really well made. I like the feel of it as well. I really like how this thing is designed. The corners are really rounded and you can tell that it's quality manufactured. It has no sharp corners. The feet are kind of rubber on the bottom here. The little feet also have rubber on them, which is really, really nice. I like how they feel. So it comes with a braided cable. This one end is a USB-A, and the other end is a USB-C, which goes right into the keyboard here. If we undo that, there we go. This is full arm's length. This is about, I would say about 6 feet long, and we'll stick the USB-C side of it into the end there. And this end goes into a computer. I like that the cable is detachable. You don't have to wrap the cable around your keyboard just to take it anywhere. The keyboard can be angled in 3 different levels, 3, 7, and 11 degrees. So 3 degrees is just flat. And if you look on the bottom, you have 3 degrees, you have 7 degrees, and you have 11 degrees. Let me show you that sideways so you can get a better feel. There's 3 degrees, there's 7 degrees, and there's 11 degrees. I want to test this out, but I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One, so we're left with a PC. It works with Windows 10, Windows 8.x, and Windows 7, so we're gonna plug this guy in to our laptop here and see what's what. Ooh, Look how pretty that is. This is an RGB keyboard, RGB lit, 16.7 million colors capable. And look at this. This is really pretty. Look how it's moving from left to right in different colors already. And I've only just plugged it in. This is great. So here's the big news when it comes to this keyboard. It's the first of its kind for HyperX to manufacture their own switches. So in addition to all the Cherry MX mechanical keyboards that they have, they now have their own. And they're trying to increase the quality of the switches and make it better for gamers. So if we look at the box again, on the back, it'll show you the three kinds of switches they have: the linear reds, tactile aqua, and the clicky blues. And if you want to equate it to the Cherry MX to get used to it, the reds are the reds. There's no tactile feel. It goes straight up and down. The tactile is like the Cherry browns, and the clicky is like the Cherry blues that requires a lot more force. Performance is similar when it comes to actuation. It's 45 Gs for both the Cherries and the HyperXs. If we go to HyperX's website, you can see how the switches work. The red here has no tactile feedback. It just goes straight up and straight down. And the aquas have a slight feedback to them, as you can see from this graphic. It gives you a little tinge of a feel. There's two major differences between Cherry MX and HyperX switches. Cherry MX have 50 million key presses, while the HyperX offers you 80 million key presses, which is an insane amount. It's like 50% more in the amount of key presses that it has in its lifespan. That's kind of crazy considering how much 50 million is. Number two difference is the distance traveled when you actually press the keys. It's 1.8 millimeters for the HyperX keys, 2 millimeters on the Cherry MX. Now the thinking behind this is that when you're gaming and you need to mash buttons very, very quickly, you have a shorter distance to travel when you press the keys. Now, normal people like you and I probably won't see much of a difference. You know, when you're typing like a letter or something, you won't notice it. But when you are a hardcore esports gamer looking to stay alive, and it all depends on how many times you press that F key, it will mean the difference between life or death and winning or losing. Although, to be honest, I'm not an esports gamer and I cannot tell you that through experience. It's got 100% anti-ghosting. So if you're mashing a key like 100 times, it won't register anything else unless you press it by accident maybe, like that. Otherwise, it's like a little island. Every key is an island by itself, not registering anything else next to it, unlike some of the cheaper membrane type keyboards. That's anti-ghosting. This keyboard also has N-key rollover, which means it'll simultaneously detect all the keys you press all at once. So if you're running, so you're pressing up, you're pressing shift to run, you need to reload a gun, and then you need to jump, that's like 5 keys, that's all 5 fingers at work. It'll register them all without missing a beat. You can't do that with membrane keyboards. It only registers like 2 keys with a shift at a time. So, you're gonna get fragged before you jump over that rock. To show you what I mean, I'm going to press 8 keys all at once using my hands. And here we go. It registered everything. Now for 10. And it registered all 10 simultaneously, which is amazing. What makes this interesting is that you can now play an emulation of Street Fighter 2 with your buddy on the same keyboard, and it'll register every single key. The final gaming function is the game mode. So if you press function F12, it turns on game mode as you see here, and that'll turn off the Windows key. If you've been playing a while, you're accident prone and you'll press the Windows key and it'll pop up a big window and you're like, no, I was just about to get fragged. And you get back to your game and indeed you are fragged. So don't let that happen to you. Use game mode. So those are the gaming aspects of it. Let's talk about the actual function and the lights. So I'm going to open up a text document just to see how typing on this feels. I'm going to type in hello world. This is the HyperX Alloy Origins. This feels solid. Listen to that for a second. The key presses sound nice. Hold on. I like the sound of that. It feels solid too. I like the feel of this and the sounds as well. So It smells good and it feels good. I mean, as a typing instrument, this is a solid piece of kit. At least to me, it just feels like I want to type on this. It's not flimsy, you know? It's in my mind, I'm thinking that aircraft grade aluminum. This feels, hellos, no, I don't want that. This feels really nice, like aircraft grade aluminum. The only thing that you might switch out after using this a while are possibly the keys if you want to customize keys, because I have a feeling that these are ABS keys and they'll absorb fingerprints and that kind of thing. And for that, if you want to upgrade, you can get a set of HyperX's own like double shot PBT keycaps. Otherwise, this is quite nice. I like the feel of this very much, very much. Let's talk about customization. The keyboard can be customized with many different lights and colors, and you can do that by downloading the Ngenuity software at HyperX's website. So if we go online and we type in hyperxgaming.com/Ngenuity, it'll take you here, and you can download a piece of software. You have two different downloads, okay? Choose the correct software version for your product. You have to look for your product and you have to download a different piece of software. Alloy Elite RGB, Cloud Flight, Pulsefire FPS Pro on one side, and Alloy Origins, Alloy FPS RGB, and a whole bunch of other things on the other side. I don't understand why they have two different pieces of software, but HyperX, if you're listening, you might want to patch it together so you have one piece to download so it doesn't confuse people. I'm going to download my version, which is Alloy Origins. So here we go to download. And it says waiting for Microsoft. Why is it waiting for Microsoft? That's really strange. Hold on, let me go back. What about the other one? If you're downloading straight from HyperX, the other side, it gives you a direct download, which I can appreciate, which works. Look, if you look at the screen, it says save file. I'm going to cancel, but the Microsoft Store says an error has occurred. It's not even letting me download at the Microsoft site. I'm going to try this again and hope that it works. And here we go. It takes me to the Microsoft Store and wait a minute, it doesn't even take me to the Ngenuity software. That's odd. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Download. We're gonna open. No, it doesn't. Okay, so now I'm forwarded to the Microsoft website for whatever reason, and I don't even see the software. So that's not a good thing. I'm gonna search for Ngenuity. And we shouldn't have to do this as a customer, man. This is not cool. Okay, I see it here. App. So I searched for Ngenuity and it shows up. And Microsoft forwards me to the front page again, meaning that the software isn't available. So I guess we can't really show you the different qualities of the customization of the colors this time around. What I will do though is open up an old version of Ngenuity and maybe that can work. I don't exactly know, but let's keep our fingers crossed and try it. This is an older version of HyperX Ngenuity that I used for the Pulsefire Surge gaming mouse. Hello? Please connect the HyperX enabled device. So the older version of the software doesn't work with this one because it is a new product. You'll have to download a newer version of the software if and when it works. Otherwise, it's got onboard memory to store 3 different profiles for 3 different looks or 3 different colors. You can press the function and F1, F2, or F3. Oh, wait, it's changing. Hold on. I pressed F2, and it looks like it's kind of breathing the same color. They were smart. They installed profiles already. So that's the second one. The third function is blank. I'm guessing if I press, yes, look at this. It rainbows out like you're firing a gun, like a spread gun from your hands, like If I press M, it'll spread out the colors through like that. Look at that, M, look at that. This is cool. And it cycles different colors as you press the keys. How cool is that? Rainbow of colors. I find this to be very, very cool, this third profile that's built in. Let's go back to the second one. It breathes colors by itself. And the first one, it rainbows through. So there are pre-built-in color schemes on the first, second, and third settings, so you're not totally left out in the dark if you don't have the software. But if you want to customize things for yourself, your own colors, hopefully you can download the software and be able to do so. You know, I really like this keyboard. I mean, HyperX improves on their products with each iteration, and this one is no exception. This is like first class compared to the first keyboards that they made. I mean, look at this. This aluminum is machined so nicely, and it feels so nice when you click on it. It even smells nice, which is kind of weird. But the biggest thing is they're manufacturing their own switches. Now, cherries have been used for a long time, but they've been more or less the same. HyperX is trying to make improvements the more products that they make. Thank you very much for watching our look into the HyperX Alloy Origins mechanical RGB keyboard. This is a cool keyboard for the price. At $109, you can't go wrong. We want to thank HyperX for providing us with this review unit, and if you would like to check out prices, we'll leave Amazon affiliate links down below in the notes. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the First Look YouTube channel, please take a moment to do so now. We shall see you all again next time. Keycaps, not keycaps, switches, I guess. The Microsoft Store. I don't want to go to the Microsoft Store. Why are you making us go to the Microsoft Store? I'm losing my words, man.